Welcome back. It is the Flow Friday Sports Show here on Flow FM, and joining me now to review what was a very good day on the Limestone Coast for football is the president of Naracoorte United, Jon Thurlow. Great to be with you, John. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
John, tell us about how good it was to have Adelaide Cobras visit your club and the region for that matter. Obviously, it wasn't the result that we all might have hoped for, but in the end, still very respectable, might I add, and some great scenes of the two teams mixing, and the Adelaide Cobras very thankful for your hospitality at the end of the day as well. So a good day all round, I guess.
Yeah, it was a really good day. I think it was good to get our players and club exposed to a game like that and to see the professionalism of the Cobras. Like, they all rocked up. They were all in their club uniform. You know, they had a squad of 25 there. So, you know, like, what's that? 9 of them didn't even get a game, and yet they still travelled all the way down here. You know, they had coaches, trainers. You know, it was really professional. And then when they went on the pitch, you could see the way the team worked together, and they were like executing obviously what they train and do normally, because it was very, very good show of soccer. And yeah, our boys battled hard against that, but you know, they were quite good teams. So we didn't quite get there at the end of the day, but I think we put up a decent show for them, and I think they'd be happy with the hit out they had against us with their season starting this weekend. So I think it was good.
Now, having spoken with Andy Munro, the captain, last week, he talked about the fact that, you know, he's been at the club for a decade or so, and this was by far the biggest challenge ever presented to the players of the A-grade side. So what was it like for them going into the game? What kind of approach were they taking into it? Was it a case of, look, all we can do is our best and just hope that something happens for us? Or, you know, was there a specific sort of set of tactics that they took into the game? Because at the end of the day, 5-0 against players who, you know, are being considered by A-League clubs some years ago. You're talking about, obviously, a discrepancy there, but, you know, nothing was expected of the Naracoorte players, so you didn't have any pressure going into the game. What were the tactics and what were the sort of, you know, the thought bubbles circulating around the players going into the game?
I think they just wanted to go out and give it their best, really. Like you said, that's all we could do. I think the pressure was really on the Cobras to perform. They come down, you know, probably expected really to give us a bit of a hiding. You know, lots of people wouldn't have known there was even a soccer club in Naracoorte. So the pressure was on them, and like I just said to the boys that I talked to during the week, that let's just go out and play our best soccer, work as a team, just see if we can pull something off. Yeah, and I think they did well. I think that's what we did. We know a little bit about how the cup works now and what happens, and if we do it again next year, we'll be better prepared, and then we might put some pressure on ourselves to get a good result.
So did you get a decent crowd out there, John? And what were the players, what was the experience like for the players off the pitch, getting to speak to some of these Cobras guys who, you know, have played at a very high level season in, season out, whereas the Naracoorte players restricted to, you know, the same sort of level of standard every year. So it was obviously very beneficial for them to get up close and personal with some of these guys who have played against the best players in the state.
Yeah, I think it was... The crowd was good. There was a lot on the weekend in Naracoorte. So, you know, I was expecting some more, but that's what happens. And so we had a decent crowd, probably the same as what we'd get on a normal Sunday when we have 8 games on. So just for the one game, I think it was a good crowd. Yeah, and I think the boys just enjoyed the whole experience of, you know, everyone was there just to see their game. So that's something different to normal, you know. Yeah, I just think it was a good experience for them. We had lots of our juniors come up and watched, and some of them have come up to me and asked me already if we're going to do that in the future years because they want to be a part of it. So that's good too.
Well, it is, and it's great for the region as well as far as the growth of the game is concerned. Tell me more about the upcoming season, you know, what the prospects are like. Let's focus on your club now and forget the sort of, you know, the novelty and the trivia of the visit of a big Adelaide-based team. So Naracoorte United, how are we feeling about the season, and what's the sort of outlook in the, well, as far as you're concerned, in the boardroom?
I think the outlook's quite positive. We've got some new players that have been out training a bit. they'll bring some strength to the team and some depth. We've still got, I think it's over 8 weeks or something till our season starts, so heaps of time to get prepared for our season. I really want our senior men's A grade to be looking to play, to finish third. I want them to try and finish third. That's the target we're going to set for this year. I want them to win the first week of final. So then I think the prelim will be at Naracoorte. So then they'll get a home final, which will be good for the town and soccer in Naracoorte. So that's our goal for the seniors. Then we just want to fill all the junior grades and get some results there too and continue building.
All right, tell us more about some of the other opposition teams that you're going to come up against in your league. Who are the formidable outfits? And tell us about how Naracoorte United have performed historically as well.
There's Inter, Centrals and Apollo are the 3 big clubs. I guess everyone's trying to get wins against those 3. And then the other 3 clubs are Blue Lake, Millicent and us. And, there isn't really an easy game anymore. Like, all those clubs on their day can give you a good run for your money. So the actual association and strength of the association as a whole seems to be improving year by year through all the grades, really. So that's positive. And, so historically, we've struggled over the years to field full teams. The last 5 to 6 years, I guess, we've improved with numbers. We've got more numbers. People travel down from border town, a lot of migrants and people on visas working in town now. So they all come out to play. That's added strength to our club through all the teams, juniors as well, which is good. So, I think if we continue to build like that, we won't be long and we'll be, those big 3 clubs will be worried about coming up to Naracoorte and getting beaten by us.
Well, just before we go, John, tell us about your presidency, how long you've been in the role, and also your entire history of your involvement with Naracoorte United.
So I did 5 years stint as president, then I had a year off, and now I'm back again this year. I coach a few teams, coached the women's, senior women's, under 13 girls, and under 12 last year. This year I'm going to coach 13 girls and under 16 girls. I've been on the committee for 15 or 16 years now, and I've played most of those years mainly in reserve, so a fairly long time with the club.
Well, John, that's where we'll leave it. That is the president of Naracoorte United, Jon Thurlow. Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations on putting on the day and being involved in the Australia Cup. It's great for the growth of the game across some of these regions from within our Flow FM network. So we're very pleased to see that you got a good run in the media, and hopefully it happens again soon. John, thanks for your time.
No worries. Thank you.